Gorgeous Beth. I'm going to use that for the intro. Hi everybody, I hope you're well. In today's video I'm meeting up with my friend Beth and we're going to do a challenge video where I'm going to place Beth in a particular spot and then she's not allowed to move, and I'm going to try and get as many different shots with as much variety to them as I can without her moving from the spot that I place her in. So to do this challenge I've come out to a place called Delamere Forest, which is in Cheshire in the UK. It's a beautiful place, but the problem is it is massive and I've only ever been here once. So at the moment I'm just wandering around aimlessly trying to find somewhere that I think offers good potential. What I'm hoping to find is a spot where I can place Beth with good light so that I can have the light either on Beth or behind her, but also which maybe offers the potential of a silhouette as well. So I'm just walking around at the moment, but as you can probably see from this video, it is just forest upon forest upon forest. So I'm not sure how successful I'm going to be in finding somewhere with all that potential, but we will see how we get on. I think it's fair to say, after looking around here, that what I've learned is if you want to shoot somewhere that's going to offer you a lot of variety in your photographs and isn't just trees and trees and trees, then don't come to a forest. Sort of makes sense in hindsight. I should also just add that this is the hottest day of the year so far in the UK. It's 31 degrees at the moment, which for some countries I know is not much, but for us, this is not what we're used to. It is really warm. The good news is, though, Beth has just arrived. The bad news is, she's in a completely different car park to me, so I'm going to try and find her now. It doesn't really matter at all, though, because I've not been able to find somewhere that I think, oh yeah, this is going to be a really good spot for this challenge, because I say it's basically just all forest, whichever direction you're looking, so it's all the same. So I'm going to go and meet Beth now, and hopefully we will find somewhere that offered quite a good variety of images. We will see. Okay everyone, so this is where we've chosen for the challenge. So I'm going to be asking Beth to stay throughout this whole shoot just in this area here. So she's not going to be able to move more than, say, a metre outside of where she is now. The reason that I've chosen this area is because the sun is lighting it up really nicely, so I'll be able to have natural light both behind Beth and on Beth. Don't know for how long, because the sun is going to go down behind those trees. So first of all I'm going to work in natural light fairly quick, but I think it's a nice spot and we'll see what we get. So at the moment Beth is backlit, so what I'm going to try and do is shoot through an area of leaves which are lit up. So you see here how the sun is on these leaves. That's going to give a nice area of bokeh. So I'm on the Sigma 135mm. I'm going to shoot at 1.8 to maximise the bokeh. Let's just see what this gives us as a kick-off. So the tricky thing at the moment, as you can see, is that the light is really high in the sky still. Beautiful. And while we've got the light, I'm going to run behind Beth and have the natural light on her this time. So actually just to turn around, Beth, if that's okay, please. Some nice colours on this plant here. Can I just turn you around, Beth, if that's all right? So you're just facing the other direction for me. Yeah, please. Yeah, perfect. Amazing. Excellent. Thank you very much, Beth. We'll go for some side light on Beth, actually, I think. So I'm going to, again, Beth, you're going to have to stay where you are if that's right. I'm going to ask you to turn side on to the light. Say this is the most stupid challenge in the world when you've got shorts on, because I'm going to get bitten to smithereens. Gorgeous, Beth. You see the light there is beautiful. Perfect, thank you, Beth. So I'm going to put the 135 away now, and we'll try the tilt shift, I think. I do find that tilt shift lenses work particularly well in locations like this when you're in the forest. The problem that I've got is focus. It's almost impossible to know whether we're in focus or not. So I'm basically bracketing when I'm shooting, and what that means is I'm just moving the focus ever so slightly in and out as I'm shooting, in the hope that one of these will be sharp. I'm going to actually give Beth the veil because I think this will look really nice. I think we're getting bitten.
We are, look at this one.
This is ridiculous, honestly. I can feel bites all over and I'm able to move about where poor Beth isn't. Really good, Beth. So I've got Beth central in the shot here. Yeah, I just realised what you said. Yeah, Beth has got her own fly net now, so she's fine. Or not. The irony is, none of these will probably be in focus because of this stupid lens. Gorgeous, Beth. Right, we're just losing natural light, so because of that I'm going to go to the 35 because that's not going to be as important. Beth's just made a point there, the sun's going quite quick, and you can see although we've got another hour and a half before the sunset, it's going to go down behind those trees over there, which is going to make it a little bit trickier. But hopefully we'll get a little bit of it in a second. What I'm going to try, Beth, if you don't mind, is I can just grab part of that veil and just sort of shoot through that. So I'm going to have you just facing the light for me. So I'm going to shoot. Yeah, that's nice. But you just be looking towards the light for me, if that's all right. I'm going to try and put this veil really high and use the flippy screen on the A9 here to shoot down. That's beautiful there, Beth. And just looking towards the light for me again, Beth. Gorgeous. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to go on my 16-35 and shoot really wide now. Similar shots that we did before with the tilt shift. Are you okay? Oh. Are you sure? I don't want you to leave like bitten to shreds. Things we do for these videos. Gorgeous, Beth. So I'm going really wide with 16mm. Beautiful, Beth. And if you can just waft that veil either side for me, if that's right, so bringing your arms up and that's it. And one more. Perfect. Perfect. Thank you, Beth. Right, again, just because we've got the light back, I'm going to go to the 35mm and see if we can get one last little bit of light on Beth. It's so tempting to try and cheat and move her because the light is over there. It's not over here. Yeah, but I'm not going to cheat. I also wonder what we could do with this plant as well, shooting through. Yeah, this is a nice composition here. Shooting really close to these flowers. Gorgeous, Beth. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. And again. Beautiful. And when you're ready, Beth, 1, 3, 2, 1. Gorgeous. Perfect. There is a shot I'd like Beth to do, but she's going to hate me for it.
Go on.
Are you able to line the floor?
Which way do you want?
I'm going to just be above you like this. But
so, do you want my head towards you? Or?
I think that way. Only if you can. I feel really bad because whenever I ask Beth to do something, she always says yes, but I feel like it. Please leave a like on this video, purely for Beth's sake, because she's going through a very bad time of this shoot. This is definitely going to be called off sooner than I thought because this is not fun. Oh, flies everywhere. That's exactly amazing. See, this is almost cheating now using Beth because I've not said a thing. Actually, I'm just going to bring this GoPro closer. I'm not going to keep you there for very long, Beth. That is not comfy.
It is, I swear.
So I'll say I'm...
Should I go with it over my face or between us?
I think, yeah, let's do both. That's brilliant. Say, I've not suggested anything, this is all Beth, which is, say, makes my job so much easier. It's beautiful, that Beth. Don't worry, you're doing brilliant. I'm purposely not speaking because Beth is just doing her thing. Gorgeous, Beth. Beautiful. Amazing, thank you very much, Beth. So that is almost cheating because I didn't do anything towards that. I'll tell you what, whilst you are on the floor, Beth, actually I'll do one more. So Beth is still on the floor, but she seems, well, she just told me she's quite happy being on the floor, so how true that is I don't know. So I'm going to...
Much cooler down here than up there.
I was going to try and get a different composition here. So we're on the 35mm, shooting at 1.8 because now depth of field will have a bit of a difference because I'm shooting through something. I'm going to grab these and shoot through to make an interesting foreground. Gorgeous, Beth. I'm going to come even closer than the last ones. Beautiful, thank you. Definitely done now, thank you, Beth. So let's go for the speed light now. So we're just losing the natural light now. It's going behind those trees, so because it's going behind the trees, we're not going to get it back. Not to worry though, because what I'm now going to do is place a speed light behind Beth to try and mimic that sunset. So you'll see that this is an AD200. I'm putting a full Magmod CTO gel on there together with a mag sphere. So that means that the light coming out of this speed light is going to be very warm. So I need to put my trigger on. I use the flashpoint R2 Pro 2 trigger. So at the moment, the light behind Beth is A, speed light A, and it is on a half power. I might need to reposition that speed light. If you can see where it is there, it's not quite where the sun is, but will that matter? That's good, I think that looks realistic. What we just now need, you can see, is a light in front of Beth. Right, so this is going to be flash B, and I'm going to place this just facing Beth over here, and it's got a mag grid on there, just so that the light is not spreading all over the place. That's just going to control the light. It's quite a bit higher than Beth as well, which is where you want your light source to be. So let's just turn B on. At the moment, B is on 16 power. Again, just a quick test shot, not counting Beth. Yeah, this is good. Now the only slight problem with these is that the light looks a little bit direct on Beth, so I'm just going to just move its positioning slightly so it's more side on. The more directional the light, the more contrasty it looks, and I think the more flattering it looks. Let's just see the difference now. I'm going to turn B up from a 1/4 power to a 1/2 power. Beautiful. These are gorgeous, Beth. I'm just going to just turn you around that way, the other way, if that's all right, just a little bit, that's it, and then just looking towards that light still. And yeah, good. Yeah, so the important thing when you look at these shots on the screen now is that you can see we've got no actual real sunlight. All the sun that you see behind Beth is completely fake. It's all created by the AD200, which is positioned behind Beth, the mag gel, the full CTO gel on it, and the mag sphere. And you'll see that I'm trying to position that, just to reiterate again, I'm trying to position that speed light where the sun actually is. That's going to make it look much more realistic. The closer that is to the real position of the sun, the better. Right, I'm going to have this wrap round you this time, Beth, if that's all right. And just looking that way for me. Beautiful. So with these shots, I'm sort of critiquing myself as I go, and I'm trying to make sure that Beth's head is against the dark background. This fake sunset trick is something that I made a whole video on, which I will link to up here if you want to go and have a look, but it's a really good sort of trick to have in your bag, as it were, because it doesn't matter then whether you miss a sunset in real life or not. Beautiful, Beth, because you can always recreate it. And I'm going to shoot through this. I made a whole video on what this does, or a really good way of using this, which I'll link to above. I'm going to use that for the intro. Do you want to take the veil off? We can stop at any point.
No, we're good.
We've already got good stuff.
We're good.
So I can't tell you, I keep on saying it, but this is not easy, trust me. It's so humid, it's so hot, and there's flies everywhere. Ow, I'm now walking, I'm now cutting my legs open. Look how cool I look with these socks up so high. Gorgeous, Beth. It'll be funny if nothing else. That's good there. This is I'm just showing you here what this does, so you can see that it's tricky, and where you move it wherever you want. That's nice there, Beth. Just exactly still for me. Cool, thank you. Right, I think we're more or less going to call it a day, but I'm just going to use one last shot now for the finale. Actually, tell you what, just looking as I'm walking, this is actually a nice composition as it is. Just you stood there, but just slightly to the side, if that's right this time, Beth. So that's that side on, and just looking back towards me. So let's get lots of foreground interest. That's good. And now just doing the veil, if that's okay, please. That's it. Gorgeous, Beth. Thank you. We've got a really good variety of shots here. So now I'm going to do one more. This is going to be the tricky one, because I'm going to let off a smoke bomb. Okay, now you have to be very careful if you're doing something like this, because obviously we don't want to start any fires. So I'm going to put this, it's only a very small little smoke pellet. It doesn't last for very long, and it's not anywhere near as powerful as some, but I put it in this shot glass so that there's no way that can cause any damage. It will only be smoke coming out. So it's just natural light. Good, Beth. Beautiful. Just looking that way, if that's okay, just nice and soft. Just with that, just the veil nice and low. Beautiful. That's good. So what, we're going to do that one more time, but I'm going to use the speed light this time. I know, I thought it'd last longer than that. So we're going to position this where the smoke is going to blow from. Now, when you're using off-camera flash with a smoke pellet like this, be aware that the smoke acts as a massive diffuser. So you don't want the speed light at the back to be as strong as you probably think it needs to be. So we've got the speed light at the back, I'm going to put on an 8th power, and the speed light facing Beth is going to be on a 16th. So it's important that you get your test shots where you want them to be when you're doing something like this, because when the smoke comes, we haven't got long. That's really nice, that, Beth. Let's just drop the B down to a 32 power. Yeah, I'm really happy with those as settings. So now, let's go smoking. Right. I think 3, 2, 1, then 3 more. 1, 2, and then you're going on holiday. Done. Thank you very much. So thank you very much, Beth. You were absolutely brilliant. Let's have a look. I'm going to feel guilty, aren't I? Oh no.
I told you it was liner.
Beth, you're a star. That was such a fun shoot to do, but oh, the state of me, I am such a mess. Firstly, I need to say a huge thank you to Beth. She was absolutely incredible tonight. As you will have seen on the video, this was not an easy shoot to do. It has been so warm, and even now, I just said bye to Beth now, but even now there's flies everywhere, and Beth probably has left just as I'm going to with just so many bites, but she never ever complains. She just laughs it off, and that makes my job so much easier. It's a huge difference and so much more fun when you're working with someone like a team. It's exactly the same when I work with Demi. But what I hope today's video has shown you is that even if you don't move, and even if you only have access to one particular spot, you can still get a very wide variety of different photographs by using a combination of different lenses, different compositions, natural light and off-camera flash. Put all those things together and you can come up with a really nice selection of photographs. And again, bear in mind that throughout all these photographs, Beth never actually moved from the spot in which she started. Now, if you're a member of my Patreon, as you know, you always get bonus content in every one of the videos which I upload to YouTube. So the Patreon version of this video is going to feature me editing my favorite photographs from this shoot. So if you're watching this video on Patreon, then please stick around and you're going to see me editing my favorites. But if you're watching this on YouTube, a massive thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time.